of our creative journaling. Last week, you explored fancy lettering of creative journaling and how just amping up a cool letter with some different kinds of bubbly shapes and some fun backgrounds can take some words or your name to that next artistic level. Journaling is a really handy tool to help us get our thoughts and feelings out of our heads and out of our hearts and onto a piece of paper. We do that all the time in our writing and put it in a notebook. But this week, we are going to take those thoughts and those feelings, put them on a page, and then amp it up art style. What? Okay. For our artistic creative journaling, you are going to write your thoughts or feelings on your piece of paper and apply those super cool lettering styles we practiced last week. Maybe you are going to highlight one specific word that is important to you, maybe like hope or create. Maybe you will follow one of the prompts that I have provided for you and tell me how you're feeling. It's up to you to choose what your creative journaling is going to be all about. I have a few prompts to get you started if you need. So some sentences that get you going. Things like, I feel blank. Or blank makes me happy. Or something that you miss, because we're all very far apart right now. I wish for blank. Blank makes me smile. My goals this year are... You could also tell me a little bit about your daily life and go through your routines that make your life special and awesome. If you have another idea that you would like to do, go for it. I just wanted to give you some to get started. With these creative journals, we're going to amp up all of the letters, add pictures, fill the backgrounds, and make a beautiful work of art all about the words that we're feeling in our heads and hearts. To make your creative journaling page this week, you need one piece of paper, a piece of scrap paper to do some brainstorming, a pencil for some sketching, your coloring supplies to make it fabulous, and you need your creative brains and hearts. Once you've chosen your prompt and gotten all of your art supplies, you are ready to do your creative journaling today. Before we can get started, boys and girls, we have to do a little bit of brainstorming and figure out what we want our creative journaling to be about. It's going to have a concept. So you're going to choose which one of these prompts you want to use as your creative journaling idea. You can choose one of these to work from. To get the best idea, I think I'm going to fill them all in. Okay, I have all of my prompts ready. I have filled in all the blanks of the ones that needed filled in blanks. And for a day in a life, what I did was I listed everything that I'm going to be doing today or have done today, depending, so that I can make a picture with all of those things. Now you're going to choose the one that you like the best, that you can really picture doing cool lettering for and drawing fun pictures for, and you can get started. You may choose any of these that you want. Now for fun, I kind of like the idea of the day in my life and making a picture that shows all the different things that I have done all day, going through each of these steps. So I think that one's the most exciting to me, and I'm going to do that one. Okay, boys and girls, first things first. I have to sketch or draw my plan for making my day in my life artwork on my piece of paper, and I'm going to keep my list of what I do that day close by as reference. I'm going to put it right above me. And I'm going to start by first putting the title, A Day in My Life. You can put this anywhere you want. Now remember, you might not do a day in your life, you might do another prompt, and that works for you. Always start by titling your artwork for your journals and putting the date. The date is very important. It's a journal, so make sure you put your date somewhere. And don't forget to do some cool lettering styles like we practiced last week. Now I'm gonna make a timeline. Now your timeline for your day in a life could be straight or zigzaggy. I'm gonna make mine go in a swirl for fun. Now I'm gonna put all of these different things and ideas on my swirled up timeline. I can write it in words or pictures. For each one of these things, wake up, feed Vesper, workout, virtual school, eat M&Ms, yum, record videos, eat lunch outside, go to college, and have bedtime, I'm gonna draw a picture that represents each one. So for wake up, I'm gonna draw an alarm clock. Feed Vesper, that's my cat. So I'm gonna draw next on my timeline a picture of my cat. Next on my timeline is workout. I like to go outside and go for runs and jump rope. Next on my timeline, I do virtual school with you guys. Oh boy. I'm gonna draw my computer screen and what I see when I teach. And remember, boys and girls, we are just sketching in our plans now. So that's why some of my lines are a little bit silly and imperfect. It's okay when you first start drawing to make things that are imperfect. I'm gonna go back later and make all of this look really great with marker. Let's see, after virtual school, I give myself a treat and I eat some M&Ms. Oh boy, I have an M&M jar. After my M&Ms, I record some videos for you guys so that we are ready for the next week to come, just like this. I'm gonna make one of those cool YouTuber lights. I don't have one of those, but I'm gonna pretend that I do. Then after that, I'm gonna eat some lunch outside. So I'm gonna draw my outside. I have a great big tree. There's lots of plants. I have a little tabletop and a little chair. And then I go to college. And then I probably feed Vesper again. I'm gonna add Vesper in there. And then, boys and girls, I go to sleep. All right, there's my day in my life, all drawn in pictures. I can even add words with cool text as well to explain it. Now that it's all drawn out, I'm going to use my markers to color it in. Now let's add some color. All right, boys and girls, I think I'm all done. I have my date, my title, and then my timeline with arrows that swirls around through all my pictures and cool text and fun things to tell me and to show others what I did that day on October 1st, 2020. So remember, there's plenty of other prompts that you could have chosen from. You did not have to do a day in my life. But that's what I did. Maybe you did something that makes you happy. And so, for example, my cat makes me happy. So this is one that I made for my cat. It's entirely up to you. I used my cool bubble lettering and fun designs and filled the outside with cats and stars and other things that make me happy. So whichever kind you choose, I cannot wait to see them, boys and girls. Please make sure you take a picture of your finished artwork and upload it onto Canvas so you can get full credit for having your beautiful creative journaling done. Don't forget to think about your different types of lettering styles, your bubble lettering, and all of that while you work to make your creative journaling go to the next level. And I would encourage you to throw on some music and get real zen while you make